Nice to be back in the Dome on a Thursday night, 5 o'clock, kind of a different time, but great to be here. And I thought we got off to a great start. Had an excellent first half and really took control of the game. And I thought that was very well done by our starters, and I was very happy with the way they played. But the great thing I thought was that it gave us an opportunity to really let everybody get some minutes tonight. And that's always fun when you can put your full bench in and still come out and still compete and finish the game. And I was very happy with the way the game ended, and happy for all the players, and excited for them.
Yeah, Gary, just to start, any update in Morgan? That's kind of the more serious moments of the game.
I haven't checked on Morgan what we're at yet, but I'm sure she'll be seen, and we'll find out.
Was she held out of the game as a precautionary reason, or was it she was ruled out?
she hurt herself, so we'll see what the results are when we get them.
Okay. I guess pivoting to scoring, you kind of mentioned the first half. You guys were getting a lot of easy goals in transition. Last year, when you guys played Albany, it was a very close game. I think Riley scored late to win it. Did you kind of look back on that film, find something that you guys can come out today and exploit?
I think you look at that team, that's not the same Albany team we played last year. And we watched the film from this year and just saw how young they were. They're a very young team. They got some good players, but just not as experienced or not as deep as they have been the last couple of years.
So when you see them come out with man-to-man defense, something that the program's used to, and an experienced team, do you guys try to change up anything to either get some open looks in the net or create some of those transition chances that you guys are scoring on early?
We just knew that they weren't extremely deep at all the positions, and they were young. So we wanted to push the ball, we wanted to run. We got some stops, which allowed us to get up the field and turned in some easy goals. And we always say that we play multiple players for that reason, so we can run, we can play hard, and I think it certainly showed in that first half.
Gary, 3 games in, obviously still early, whatnot, averaging about 20 goals a game. At this point, what's making the offense so dynamic?
I think it's just the depth, the quality of the players. We're almost 10 scores a game out of 20 goals, pretty good. We've been deep. We've played our entire bench all 3 games so far, so that's pretty good. But the schedule is going to change here, and we're going to get into the ranked teams, and we're going to have to use the experience we've got this year. We've had the opportunity to evaluate all our players, and then we'll probably shorten up the bench and go up and play against a very good UVA team, followed by a Florida team and a Maryland team. So the next 3-game run here is probably the toughest run in the country for anybody.
Gary, first half you held them to 2 goals, a couple of shot clock violations for them there. Your defense was really strong. What was really working for you guys defensively?
We just worked on communicating, and I thought the defense did a great job of watching film and understanding what they were going to be trying to do. And I thought we had good matchups, and when we needed help, we were there. And I thought overall very solid effort, and a good understanding of what we were up against. And I think they showed their lacrosse IQ, and that they've been learning from the past couple games to improve and get better.
More man-to-man again today. Have you seen sort of a continued growth there?
More man-to-man. Certain teams will play zone, and Albany's not really one of them. So, we'll move forward. Probably see man-to-man the next game as well.
Coach, you mentioned leading 11-2 in the first half, and you really were able to use the second half to give other girls minutes. But how do you keep the team motivated to just continuously keep playing hard throughout the second half when you're up by that much?
Well, it's easy to be motivated, if you're coming off the bench and you're not a starter and you didn't get shifts in the first half. It's your opportunity to shine and your opportunity to go out and make plays and prove yourself. So, we're not many teams in the country give that much opportunity to their bench, and we're very proud that we do, and we like to give those opportunities.
So do you guys think you got what you wanted out of these first 3 games before you start conference play?
Absolutely. You know, we got everybody in every game, pretty much, and got some experience. We improved. You know, I thought that was the #1 thing. We've really improved defensively, and we're starting to come together because the next 3 games are going to be the toughest all year.
Emily scored 3 goals in the first half. What were you seeing out there? Kind of allowed you to get inside and score pretty much whenever you wanted.
Yeah, I think we just had, the set offensive plan and just sort of worked off of that, and the goals just came.
You want to elaborate on that? Like, what was that offensive plan going in that ended up working out?
We had a few different set offenses, and from that we had the different looks and so on and so forth. So just working through that, whether it be like a feed or a drive, knowing when and having everyone be on the same page when doing it.
Natalie, you come in. Didn't really play a lot last year, working your way into the rotation of the team, at least at the beginning of the year. Starting this year, added 3 points today in the first half. What did you see, and how comfortable are you in this offense now you've been in it for a year?
I'm very comfortable now. I think the big thing that we have been stressing since the end of last year has been chemistry and communication, and I think that's really what we're working towards and getting better every game at our chemistry together as an offense is just to get it better than we have since last year.
Allie, you've had an assist in every game so far. How have you really been able to step up in the role as a facilitator?
Well, they put me back there in that role of that's what I've been playing since a freshman, when I was a freshman and then a sophomore. So I've kind of been there ever since, and me, Chuck, and Nicole, we kind of all rotate and we take that role each. Like, they'll go down and I will too, so it's pretty good.
And of course, how did it feel to play your old team that you played for your first 2 years?
It was good. It was good to play against them, and it was good to get a win on top of it too.
Carrie, in the first half, we talked about the defense. You were a big part back there, locking down some people man-to-man. What do you think you did well individually and then as a unit?
I think just knowing our personnel is the biggest key. And I think our defense has just been taking film very, very seriously and knowing our players that we're on and just working together, communication, same thing Jim said, chemistry, and just working as hard as we can, learning every single day.
When your defense is shutting them down like that, you guys are scoring and you just sort of keep pulling away like that in the first half. How big is the defensive shutdowns for your offensive momentum?
Coach Thorpe, he always talks about that if they have a long possession on defense, we want to get it rolling on attack and kind of settle it down, and then if they have a good shot, that means we have to finish it on the offensive end, so that's what we want to do every single time.
Emily, coming off such a long road trip, through the air really, to Oregon, I guess, tell me what you learned about this team. I mean, really early in the season, you guys go really far away and not only pull off that win and then come out here and rebound nicely.
Yeah, it was definitely a quick turnaround from Sunday's game, but I think we just took it one step at a time going into the long weekend last week. We knew that we had to focus on Oregon, take care of that game before we even started talking about Albany, which is exactly what we did. And we pulled out another one today.
This could be a question for all you guys. When you see a player go down like you did in the first half, especially for you guys, what goes through your mind when you see someone that close to you go down and just crying in pain?
I think that affects all of us. Together we're a team where we care for one another like sisters, basically. That's what Morgan always says to us, we are family. So to see one of our players go down like that, it's heartbreaking. So I hope she gets better.
Back to Carrie, we saw a lot of caused turnovers from the defense today, especially from Ella. What did you see out of her?
Ella's been working really hard. I think that same thing, communication on defense is the biggest thing. Knowing when to slide, where to slide. She's really good at that, so just keep doing the same thing.
Back to one last question for you.
Coach, you guys are skyrocketing in the polls. Is that something that this team pays attention to? Is that something that even crosses your mind?
No. It's, like I said, we haven't played a ranked opponent yet, so it's nice that they think of us that way, but you know, we got to go out these next 10 days here and prove ourselves. And we get to play, you know, some 3 great teams, starting with the UVA and then right into, you know, Florida and Maryland. It's our chance to really show where we're at. So we'll see how it goes the next 10 days. 20 days.